thank you so much for being here. We can start with our press conference. First of all, I feel a bit nervous because of the stress that happening around this camp regarding the. Okay, amazing. So I'm a bit nervous and a bit stressed regarding all what's happening around this camp because organizing a protest camp and especially this deportation, this stop deportation camp have been everything than easy because the assemblies of authorities and the police have been very much against this protest camp, and we had to fight for it. We had to win 2 court cases, and still they are not stopping with provocating and trying to find somehow a small mistake to end this protest, but we are here. So as we made it today, and today is the first day of our protest camp, I would like to welcome you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the Orga as well, for doing everything to make this protest camp happen. And my name is Zulti. My pronouns are they, them. And I wish that you will be mindful with not misgendering me. Yes, I come to Germany almost 10 years ago. Now I am here. I'm still struggling with getting papers, and I see this fight as our fight, since we are most affected and we are sitting here. And I'm also a part of the Orga team of the Stop Deportation Camp.
So would you please introduce yourself?
So, I am Zulti.
And your family name, please.
My name is Zulti Mandel, Madel.
And what's your profession?
My profession is, at the moment, I am activist in the climate justice movement and in the freedom of movement and fighting for the right of refugees, or better to say, fighting for my rights, or our rights as BIPOC, migrant and refugees in this country.
So I've got another question. Are you objecting to this so-called office center, Behörden center only, or are you against Abschiebung, against deportation in general? Do you think this just shouldn't take place? What's your opinion?
I think from the first place, we need to ask why we as migrant and refugees are in this country. We are here because of the because of colonialism, obviously, because of the colonial continuities, because of exploitation in our countries, because of white supremacy, because of the living standards in Europe, because of climate destruction, because of the weapon industries in Europe, and the weapon trading of Europe with our countries. So we are forced to move and leave our homes and take risky decision to come here. This is the first question, I would say. And the second question that I would answer then is if I'm against this deportation center. Yes, I am, because this is humiliating all our rights, and discriminating us, because we know that freedom of movement is everybody's right, not only people that they are born in Europe or in the West. and we are fighting here to demand for freedom of movement for all.
So, as you said, you're yourself a refugee. So, where do you originally come from, and when did you come to Germany? How long have you been staying here?
I wouldn't answer any personal question.
But you are a refugee yourself.
Yes,
Can
I
say
am.
that?
Yes, I'm a refugee here in Germany.
And you're living here in Berlin, or where you come from?
Yes, at the moment I'm living in Berlin.
I've got some more questions concerning finances. Press person told me half an hour ago that this camp is going to cost about 30,000 to 50,000 euros. How do you pay for that? Who pays for that? Where does the money come from?
We have been trying to ask every organization, groups, and other movements, other institutions, and to support us with their finance or giving us financial support. But not only this, also asking to have, for example, we know that it happens a lot in Germany that the climate movement are building such camps, and we also somehow ask them to share these resources with us. And yes, somehow we are kind of like a assembly or a coalition of many group, initiative, and organization here.
Do you also receive money from state institutions or parties, political parties?
We definitely not get any cent from any political parties.
Or state institutions?
I think not.
What's your point of view of the Behördenzentrum?
I would love to give this question to my colleagues, what they think about this deportation center.
Ça est dans cette question de toute façon, je pense. Donc c'était ça la question. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de ce projet centre d'expulsion?
Salut tout le monde, merci pour la présence. J'espère que mon collègue a déjà parlé de quoi nous sommes ici aujourd'hui.
Hallo zusammen, vielen Dank, dass Sie alle heute gekommen sind. Ich glaube, meine KollegInnen haben schon erklärt, warum wir heute hier sind.
Mon nom c'est Zongo Sedou et je suis des membres de No Border Assemblée. Nous sommes activistes qui sommes à Berlin, ça fait 2 ans et demi. Et nous luttons contre la déportation, le racisme et les droits de l'homme, les droits des hommes. Et
Mein Name ist Seydou, ton nom c'est?
Zongo Sedou.
Zongo Sedou.
Sie müssen lauter sprechen.
Mein Name ist Zongo Seydou. Ich bin Mitglied von No Border Assembly. Das ist eine politische Gruppe, die vor allem in Berlin aktiv ist. Die Gruppe existiert seit 2,5 Jahren und wir kämpfen gegen Abschiebung, wir kämpfen gegen Rassismus und wir kämpfen für Menschenrechte.
Je voulais parler aussi de la déportation et ce que ça fait, la déportation, ce que ça fait sur la vie des réfugiés. J'ai eu une certaine expérience parce que moi je venais de Zatzen-Anhalt, Bitterfeld, et il y a beaucoup de déportations qui sont passées là-bas et ça ne s'est pas très bien passé. Et la déportation nous met une pression qui nous détresse. Et souvent, il y a des gens qui peuvent conduire les gens jusqu'à la mort. Du coup, nous sommes là pour essayer de parler de ça pour qu'on puisse changer le système qui nous met dans cet état.
Genau, ich möchte gerne heute darüber sprechen, was Abschiebung mit unserem Leben macht, mit dem Leben der Menschen, die davon betroffen oder bedroht sind. Ja, ich habe damit jahrelang Erfahrung gemacht, denn ich war lange in Sachsen-Anhalt, in Bitterfeld. Dort gab es sehr viele Abschiebungen und ja, das ist sehr schlecht dort gelaufen. Die Angst vor Abschiebung übt einen massiven Druck auf uns aus. Es ist extrem zermürbend und kann einige Menschen bis zum Tod führen oder bis in den Tod treiben. Ja, und ich bin heute hier, weil wir davon reden möchten, was Abschiebungen mit Menschen machen, und wir möchten dieses System ändern.
Oui, du coup, c'est la raison que nous sommes là aujourd'hui pour parler de ça, pour qu'on puisse changer le système et essayer de donner la chance à ceux qui viennent demander l'asile ici. Et souvent, il y a d'autres personnes qui n'ont pas vraiment la chance de pouvoir avoir cet droit pour rester. Et ça amène beaucoup de gens dans le Stress.
Genau, dafür sind wir heute hier. Wir fordern, dass dieses System verändert wird, dass Menschen eine Chance gegeben wird, die hier Schutz suchen, die hier Asyl suchen, denn nicht alle bekommen letztlich das Recht zu bleiben und ja, ohne dieses Recht, ohne diese Perspektive befinden sich diese Menschen unter einem großen Druck und unter einem großen Stress.
Was halten Sie von diesem Zentrum, was jetzt hier gebaut werden soll, dem Behördenzentrum in BER?
The question is, again, what do you think about this whole deportation complex, the whole center that is planned to be built here? La question c'est, qu'est-ce que vous pensez de ce centre de déportation qui est prévu ici? I don't know who wants to answer this.
Ich habe noch eine Frage an den Herrn.
Il y a encore une question pour toi.
De quel pays est-ce que vous venez? Quand est-ce que vous arrivez en Allemagne?
Moi, je viens de Burkina Faso.
Quand est-ce que vous arrivez ici en Allemagne?
Moi, je suis arrivé en Allemagne en 2013. Je suis arrivé par parce que j'étais recherché chez moi parce que je faisais aussi de la politique. Et c'est pour ça que j'étais cherché pour... j'étais à la recherche d'un mouvement pour faire pour les droits libres pour tout le monde. Et le système de là-bas, c'était un peu compliqué et j'étais vraiment recherché. C'est pour ça que j'ai essayé de trouver une opportunité de venir à l'Allemagne ici pour pouvoir mener mon activisme.
Ja, ich übersetze einmal für die anderen. Also ich bin aus Burkina Faso. Ich bin 2013 nach Deutschland gekommen, weil ich auch in Burkina Faso Politik gemacht habe. Ich war da, habe mich dafür eingesetzt für Menschenrechte, Rechte für alle Menschen, und das war mit dem System in Burkina Faso aber etwas kompliziert, und deswegen, weil ich dort gesucht wurde, verfolgt wurde, bin ich schließlich nach Deutschland gekommen, auch um meinen Aktivismus hier fortzusetzen.
Vielleicht kann ich nochmal diesen Abschiebedruck oder diesen massiven Druck, den er durch die Drohnenabschiebung hatte, nochmal beschreiben. Wie wirkt sich das in der Praxis aus für Tausende von Menschen, die hier unter diesem Druck stehen?
Est-ce que tu pourrais encore une fois décrire la pression sous laquelle tu étais pendant des années, la menace d'être expulsé? Est-ce que tu peux peut-être encore une fois décrire ça plus concrètement? Qu'est-ce que ça signifie pour les personnes qui sont menacées d'expulsion?
Oui, oui, je pourrais donner mon expérience que j'ai vécue parce que moi-même j'étais sur la pression aussi de la déportation. Depuis 2017-2018, pendant 2 ans, j'étais sur la pression de déportation parce que j'avais demandé l'asile et j'ai eu le rejet. Quand le rejet est venu, j'étais obligé d'essayer d'éclairer mon identité. En cherchant à éclairer mon identité, le bureau d'immigration était beaucoup de pression et cette pression m'avait conduit dans un état que je n'allais pas bien. Et j'ai eu des soutiens des gens qui ont fait leur connaissance en Allemagne ici, qui m'ont soutenu dans ce moment que j'étais sur la dépression. Et je pense que sans leur soutien, je ne sais pas si je pourrais être ici aujourd'hui pour pouvoir parler avec la presse. Parce que c'était un moment très difficile pour moi et je ne savais pas comment j'allais essayer de m'en sortir avec la pression de Osanda Bureau. Et du coup, j'ai eu un soutien qui m'a soutenu que j'ai pu essayer d'éclairer mon identité. Et Dieu merci, tout ça s'est bien passé. Et maintenant, je connais des personnes qui étaient sur la déportation, qui n'ont pas pu avoir la chance que j'ai, parce que ces personnes étaient déportées. Quand ils étaient déportés, ils n'allaient pas bien. Et il y a d'autres qui essaient de trouver la mort. Mais Dieu merci, ça ne s'est pas passé. Et du coup, moi, mon expérience que j'ai eue, c'est que si je n'avais pas eu le soutien des personnes que j'ai fait les connaissances en Allemagne ici, je ne sais pas si je pourrais être vraiment ici pour pouvoir parler avec la presse aujourd'hui. Ouais.
Okay, ich kann von meiner eigenen Erfahrung erzählen, denn auch ich war lange von Abschiebung bedroht. Ich bin 2017, 2018, ab da stand ich 2 Jahre lang unter einem immensen Druck, weil ich Asyl beantragt hatte und die Ablehnung erhalten habe. Dann war ich sehr bemüht darum, meine Identität nachzuweisen und die Ausländerbehörde hat mich in dieser Zeit massiv unter Druck gesetzt. Mir ging es damit sehr schlecht. Ich würde den Zustand als Depression beschreiben und ich glaube, ohne die Unterstützung von anderen Menschen würde ich heute nicht hier sitzen und mit der Presse sprechen. Ich wusste in dieser Zeit wirklich nicht mehr, wie ich weitermachen kann und wie ich mit dieser Situation, wie meine Zukunft aussehen kann, wie ich weitermachen kann. Aber Gott sei Dank hatte ich Unterstützung von einigen Menschen. Andere haben nicht diese Chance. Ich kenne viele Menschen, die abgeschoben worden sind, denen es extrem schlecht ging. Ich kenne viele Menschen, die Angst hatten vor Abschiebung und bei denen die versucht haben, sich das Leben zu nehmen. Ja, ich hatte das Glück, dass ich Unterstützung hatte von anderen Menschen und ohne diese Unterstützung würde ich ehrlich gesagt heute wahrscheinlich nicht hier sitzen.
Eine kurze Frage. Abgesehen davon, dass es ja schon Leute gibt, die sich auch um eure Belange oder die Belange von Flüchtlingen kümmern, hast du das Gefühl, dass ihr hier eine schlechte Lobby habt, einfach auch in vielen Themen?
La question c'est, il y a es gibt bestimmte Organisationen, die sich darum kümmern.
Ja,
Wer
klar.
kümmert
Also
sich
es
um-
gibt die ja, aber trotzdem, wer hat das Gefühl, dass es hier trotzdem eine schlechte Lobby für Geflüchtete in Deutschland?
La question c'est est-ce qu'il y a... Ah, so, you want to have the English?
Yeah, maybe you can do it both, English and.
Yeah. So here the question was like, do you think there's like a bad or no existing lobby for migrants, refugees in Germany? La question c'était, est-ce que vous pensez qu'il n'y a pas assez de personnes pas une vraie lobby pour les droits des réfugiés et des migrants en Allemagne, donc lobby des personnes qui se battent pour les droits des réfugiés en Allemagne, qui parlent pour lutter pour les droits pour les réfugiés.
I can say a short thing about this question. I think we all see, if we want to see, how is the situation of migrants and refugees in this country. And when we talk about this country have a very, very, I would say, not a nice history towards us. A history that we have been oppressed, and now we are in this country. So I think when we talk about how the lobby or how the authorities and the camps are, definitely are like, you wouldn't press people, you wouldn't live there, you wouldn't like want to stay there in this isolation. When you come here to this country and you are seeking for safety, but you see yourself in a prison, in a place where you are controlled, where you are isolated, where still many people in some area or some state of this country cannot visit their families when they are in another city because of the Residenpflicht that applies still in some parts of Germany, where you still have the voucher system, where you get a code or whatever that you can go to the supermarket and change this. You wouldn't want to, or like better to say that you don't have education, you don't have access to education, you don't have access to work, like you don't have permission to work, you don't have permission to stay, and the result of all this isolation and putting you in a corner and exclude you from the rest of the society. Meantime, we are all here in this tent as human beings, and if this is your situation and you have family, you need your basic human needs, and you cannot access to this stuff, and you try to take another way to somehow support your life to live, but then you get criminalized, you get racially profiled, you get criminalized for anything you do, then the answer you have Is it a good lobbying? Is the refugees in this country are in safety? Definitely not. And that's exactly why we are here, because we are demanding to stay here and to have the right to study and to have the right to stay and to work. And definitely we are against this neo-colonial structure which is called Deportation Detention Center in Berlin, which is one of the biggest building detention center in all Europe. Imagine, I don't know if you have, I hope that you all have family. Imagine you are now in Berlin and the rest of your family is in another city and you cannot have access to them, you cannot visit them, you get all the time discriminated. Your family get discriminated, but you cannot do anything against it because the power and the white structure is always above you. You have to always prove yourself for anything you do. This is the situation where the state and the politician and the politic putting us there, bring in a European border agency like Frontex, killing 50,000 and more people in the sea, on the land, and isolating people in plastic tents. Exactly, this is the situation we are in right now, and that's why we are here. And I think it's very, very, very important that people are aware about how the rest of the society are living, because we are producing and build this country before our family built this country as GastarbeiterInnen. I think you all press know about this. I don't have to explain anything. And today we are forced to work for very cheap, that you wouldn't do it. Every construction work is migrant. Every dirty job in this country, we do it because we are forced to do it. And therefore we are here because as refugees, before we are even refugees, we are human. So we are asking for our human rights, for our safety, for safety of lives of many of our communities and family as BIPOC coming from Global South or wherever. And I would like to give the mic to Omar, if that's okay.
Hello. My name is Omar, and first of all, I will thank everyone for coming here and doing these beautiful things with us. And I am not very good activist. You know, I just started doing this with this Stop Deportation protest camp group since last year. And I find it very important. And I want to be part of this kind of movement. And I am an immigrant who came to Germany illegally. And I want to explain just something about how I lived during my whole journey up to today, just a bit about it. And I flee from my country due to political problems, instabilities, and so. And going around and trying to find a better living condition and my freedom. And then I came to Europe through illegal Also, I've been in Italy, and after there I came to Germany to apply an asylum here. And yeah, that was in 2016 when I applied for an asylum here. And I was kept in a Heim, also they say a Flüchtlingsheim, where I was living with 8 people in one room, like one bed here and one bed here, and like, so people, sometimes people from different countries, different cultures and so. And then it was really difficult at this time. I was like thinking like when I come to Germany, I can be able to integrate, go to school, and try to continue my career here. But then since I was kept in this place, I found it very difficult to sustain how I wanted to be, because like if I want to wake up early in the morning, go to school or do some other things, I can't sleep the whole night because my other roommates are like talking on phone the whole night and everything was like loud. I can't able to get my privacy and like to, you know, it was difficult. But then I try my level best contacting people and talking to people who can help. Then I found my way, like started doing Dutch course, and then after that I started doing a preparation for Ausbildung because I learned the language just a bit that I can communicate to people. Then they took me to a school where I can make a preparation to do an Ausbildung here. Then I was in this school for 1 year, and after that I found a Ausbildung place where I did my Ausbildung and yeah. And then yeah, it was really difficult about my stay here because the first time was like I was given like 3 months to stay here in Germany, and also only in Berlin, not out of Berlin. And with these 3 months resident permit was like I was not allowed to work. I was not allowed to do my own business, like I was only allowed to do Dutch course and something like that. And after these 3 months, they give me 6 months, and there I was allowed to work. Yeah, with this 6-month permit, I started my Ausbildung. And then my asylum case here was like, at the moment they call me and say I should go to an interview, to go and answer questions from the from the authorities. And then I was not comfortable about that. Then I decided to find a lawyer and talk about this case with a lawyer. But then after talking to a lawyer, the lawyer was telling me that there is no chance for me to do such kind of things because even if I do that, they will never allow me to have an asylum here because my country is a safe country and they will not allow any asylum from this country. So
Where
then,
you come
from Gambia. So then I asked my lawyer what will be the alternative of what can I do right now, because I want to stay here and I want to continue my career here and so. And then he told me that now you can try to continue your house building, and then you can take back your asylum case and so. Because I was not willing to go and answer all. It was so intense for me to talk about my stories and so.
What kind of Ausbildung you are doing?
I did Maschinen- und Anlageführer. Maschinen- und Anlageführer.
And I would like to introduce you finally Napoli here. Napoli is a person who is like for me and for many migrants and refugees in Germany, especially in Berlin, is the person who opened the door, at least from my side, I can say that, to build this movement. They have been a teacher, definitely, for us as migrant and refugee to fight for our rights, because when you come to this country and you face all this repression and oppression, you even not allowed to protest for your own right. But from Napoli, many people, and also I and many people could learn from Napoli, and I would love to give the mic to Napoli. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And also not thank you, because we have a lot ahead of us. We have responsibility ahead of us. That's why I say, where are you, Sulti? We are here, we will fight. Say it.
We are here, and we will fight. Freedom of movement is everybody's right. We are here, and we will fight. Freedom of movement is everybody's right. Kein Mensch ist illegal, bleibe recht überall. Kein Mensch ist illegal, bleibe recht überall. Kein Mensch ist illegal, bleibe recht überall.
No border, no nation.
Stop deportation.
No border, no nation.
Stop deportation.
Refugees are welcome here.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say loud.
Say it clear. Refugees are welcome here.
Am I welcome here? Am I welcome here? Are refugees really? Let me talk, because if I'm inside, oh my God, you know, I need to feel the ground. What kind of welcome? Are we saying refugees are welcome here? Is it welcome? Somebody like this young man with energy, with everything, to work, not to take from your tax. You are working hard, and your system saying refugees are coming here to take your work, refugees are coming here to take your tax. And people are coming to be angry towards refugees because we are taking your tax. Is it true? Your system didn't tell you the truth. Before refugees become refugees, they are people with the names. I'm very sad being here in the state of these young people to enjoy their life, but they are coming to talk, you know, to be here, to fight. Why do we have to fight for our rights? Why the system of Germany saying that this is economical refugees from where? From Gambia. Gambia is peaceful. It is economical refugees, but they are there. They are sucking everything from Gambia and let these men end it here and say this is economical refugees. Deportation. I can tell you there is no something called deportation, but it is the EU who brought this deportation thing. But they are contradicting themselves because the Human Rights Declaration, or Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 13, what it says, you go through your territory. If you are here in Germany, you have right to go territory. There is no any limitation. You are here already. And the paragraph 14 saying, you will enjoy your asylum as long as you are seeking asylum. You have right to enjoy your asylum and also to shift to another country of your choice if you want, or you go back to your country if you want. Where is deportation coming from? If they cannot grant what they are signing and blah, blah, they don't have to put things like this article. Go there and see this article. It's there. So there is no deportation. If somebody has to be a criminal, they are the criminal, not you. They criminalize you without crime. Therefore, we are standing here because we are feeling the ground, because we don't do anything than our right. We are here not for nothing. Nobody can leave his or her country or their country just like that. Family is everything with everybody. Work is everything with everybody. If they can have work in their country, if not your bombs who are sell to our countries to kill our brothers and sisters, we would have not been here. You receive here in Germany for now, let's say, in Europe, you receive what is coming from up, it's snow that's falling in your head. But for us, the guns, the bombs are falling in our head. And where these guns coming from? It's coming from here. But they don't kill themselves here. They kill ourselves. What are we talking about? We are not coming here because it's summer. We are coming, because we have a break, because we finish, let's say, what do you call? We have holiday. This is not holiday. For us, it's not holiday. It's right. To make this better world, we stand together. And also, before the government, we, the people, we really have to come together because we have a wounded heart. We are all wounded. Maybe I'm with you like this white, but inside we still have colonization because they are colonizing us here. We have to stand up. I don't want to talk much. Maybe I talk much already. I don't want to talk much, but I want to say stand with these young people who are missing their time. They are not enjoying. Me too, I'm still young, I need to enjoy, not to have this suffering. I'm running from my country, Sudan, or chess, not running, I was chess, from my country to Sudan, to come here, not to fight. To come here to make the better world. Now if you see Sudan now, it's in war. My country is in war. But I said this is where everywhere. You see Ukraine. And in Ukraine it tells a lot because in Ukraine we see a lot of things going on still with the Arab world, with African, with other countries. Because Ukraine is near to you, white like you. They say, oh, these people are like us, white. The Ukrainian now, I visit a lot of places, in Hamburg, Ukrainian person, no Dutch, no nothing, or no German, no nothing, was working as a chef in one of the hotels that I was in. But imagine me, black person like me, very dark, who will give me like anything is a reason, having reason. Like you don't speak German, you can't work. You go even to have my papers. I'm married. And to marry, to have the papers, they say I have to go through, learning Dutch in order to get the paper. I say, what? Now also the language is not just the language, it's also colonization. Look at this very well. It's colonization. Every step you have to learn. Why, I'm not against, but why these people are coming and they are working now without German and the other people have to be there with German. But please, shortly, we say, I love you all, and we are sisters, brothers and sisters, and we have to keep ourselves strong because Germany also is not safe. Nobody's nowhere safe now. We have to stand. And lastly, I remind you, Martin Niemöller, the one who said, when the Jew came, I was not a Jew, so it's not my point of view. He was there, the Jews were taken. And then the trade unionists came. They say, I'm not trade unionist. It's not my problem. Then socialists came, they took the socialists. They say, I'm not a socialist. When his time came, there was no one to stand with him. What he did, he regret. If I knew this, I would have stand with people before my time. Now, I'm taken easily. Martin Niemöller from here is a pastor, and he said this, and that is, I think, could give us a big solidarity to stand with us. We are refugees in this world. Nobody is not refugees. We are refugees, and this world is a what do you call it? A station for everyone. We have to enjoy the right we have with everyone. And thank you very much, and I love you all.
Thank you. So, last but not least, I want to say that we are from today on protesting here officially until next Tuesday, which is the 6th of June. And this will not be the only week we are gonna fight. We are gonna fight again after this camp in Opplatz again. From Opplatz on, we will fight everywhere because we are everywhere. And we will not stop until we get our rights, until we abolish this mentality of punishment, borders, prison, policing us, and racial profiling us on the streets. So we, hand in hand with all the movements, with all the people here, we are going through this journey to stop this deportation center at BER. And always remember, we did not cross borders, borders. Your borders crossed us. Thank you very much.